स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of Bhagavad Gita. We shall begin our study by chanting 2 verses from the meditation on Bhagavad Gita. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Puranamunina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashaadhyayini Amba Anusandadhai Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachadoramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Welcome to the study of Bhagavad Gita. We are in the second chapter, studying the 33rd and 34th verse, going back to the 33rd verse, where Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, Athachet vimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tataha swadharmam kirtincha hitva papam abapsyasi. We have already learned to chant this verse. So here we found something special. And what was that? Not only we will incur sin when we do something wrong, but we will also incur sin. Lord Krishna is telling, when we were supposed to do something, some duty, then we don't do that duty, dereliction of our duty which we had to do, so that also will cause sin. That is what this verse is telling. Lord Krishna is telling. What is that Lord Krishna is telling? If you do not fight this war, so for him, for Arjuna, it is battle because he is a warrior. For others, it is their duty of life wherever they are. If you are a student, then you have to study well. If you are a doctor, you have to take care of the patients well, nicely perform your duty. You have to get up even in the midnight, somebody calls you that the patient is now serious, you have to get up and go perform your duty. If you are a lawyer, you have to do your duty. If you are a teacher, you have to update yourself, read properly, then give that knowledge to the students. Like that, wherever you are, whatever you are a businessman, you are a cook, you are a sweeper, you are a scavenger, you may be an undertaker, whatever duty, you have to perform it as a service to the Lord. Then that will give you punya, merit. But if you don't perform your duty, and now this was the duty, the work which we do. But now suppose we have old father and mother, then to serve as a son or a daughter when they are old or when they are in need, to serve your father, mother, or your brother, sister, or anybody who are in trouble, you have to serve them, to take care of them. That is your bounden duty. So you have to perform that duty. When we do not do our duty properly, whichever, like you may be doing any duty as a student or as a parent, to look after your children, then as a child to look after your parents. So all these are our duty. Now, if we do not perform our duty, then too Lord Krishna is telling that if you do not fight this war, that is for Arjuna. So for all of us, it is our duty. It is what will happen. Not only you will not get heaven, you will lose heaven, but also on the other hand, you are going to hell. That is, you will incur sin. You are going to hell. Now, if a person renounces duty, that is called omission of duty, is considered to be sinful papam according to our scriptures. Now, I have explained this in the earlier verse clearly. So, our scriptures divide sin, papam, into two types. What is that? In the form of doing something which is prohibited. So that is sin of commission. You are performing something bad. So it is sin of commission. That is one type of sin. Doing something which is not to be done. That was the thing. So that is called Nishiddha Karanam. So it is prohibited, Nishiddha, of performing that. That is sin. You're doing something. What meaning? Doing what should not be done. We gave so many examples. What is the other type of sin? the other type. The second type is not doing what you were supposed to do. We gave the example of taxes, and also I gave so many other humorous stories, all that thing for that. So that is also sinful if we don't do some work which we're supposed to do. I was supposed to do this duty of mine. Then I don't do that. I take the salary and I just spend my time whiling away, chanting, or I have to do something for my father and mother. I'm not doing it for my children. I'm not doing my duty to my children or wife or husband or whatever, to the society, to the country. Then that is also sinful. Here in this verse, Shri Krishna is telling this sin of not performing your duty. There earlier, it was sin in a different way. You will, if you do perform your thing, you will get heaven. If you don't perform, you are not going to get heaven. Here, if you won't perform, then you may ask the question, Are, I have not done anything. Then why? So, now I will give you few examples from the life of Karna, Bhishmacharya. That is in Mahabharata. You might have heard of a great warrior. He was really the eldest brother of Pandavas. Due to so many various reasons, he was discarded by his mother Kunti, and he was taken up by the charioteer, and he came up as a charioteer. But his nature is like that of a Kshatriya. He is brought up as a charioteer's son. But the inner soul is aspiring, that is his nature, to become a great warrior. So he had to tell a lie to the Guru Parashurama, and he has to learn the warfare. But when his Guru, that is Parashurama, came to know that he has told him a lie, then he cursed him. That is secondary. That is not our prime target to know. But here, he was a great man of charity. Whatever anybody would ask, he would give. So he was called Dana, Shura, Veera, Karna. First of all, he is very courageous. Secondly, he would give anything in charity. So giving was his nature. So he gave riches, he gave money, he gave everything. Whatever anybody asking, he would give. Now, such a person, man of charity, he had a very tragic life, tragic death. Even though he was a great warrior, he was man of charity. Why did he get this sin, die such a bad death? So let us see that incidents in the life of Karna. What happened when Lord Krishna's wife, Rukmini, asked why the so much charitable Karna suffered a bad death. Lord Krishna pointed to a specific act of injustice that negated all the good work he had done. Krishna explained to Rukmini that karma, the work which we do, karma, good or bad, dictates one act of unrighteousness. One act of unrighteousness, that is not performing your duty, can destroy a lifetime of honesty and charity. All the good things you have done will be washed away if you do not perform the duty which you are supposed to do. That is what Krishna is telling here in the case of Karna. Now, shocked. Rukmini was shocked. What did he do? What was that? After returning from Kurukshetra war, a shocked Rukmini questioned Krishna about the death of various people like Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya and Karna. She noted the immense generosity of Karna, questioning why he met such an unfair death. So, Lord Krishna explained, in the battlefield, Abhimanyu, the 18-year-old young great lad, the youthful warrior Abhimanyu, he was, though 18 years, he was a very great warrior. Nobody could defeat him. There were 7 great warriors or 8 great warriors attacking him, and they couldn't defeat him. So they took to deception and they hit him from behind, and they could only defeat him then. Such a great warrior, he was the son of Arjuna. So he was cornered, deceived, and they, multiple warriors, not one, so made him fall down on the battlefield. Now he was dying, young lad of 18. With deception, all these Duryodhana and the villains have killed him. So he was dying on the battlefield. While lying injured and dying, he asked this Karna. Karna was there in the battlefield. He asked this great man of charity, Karna, for water. Dying 18-year-old boy Abhimanyu is pleading, I'm dying now, I'm thirsty, I want little water, please give me water. But Karna, such a man of charity, refused to give him water, fearing that he would displease his master. Who is that? Friend Duryodhana. There was nearby in the battlefield a clean puddle of water. Right where Karna was standing, there was water body. He could have taken that water and fed this boy, dying boy. He's asking, pleading while dying, I want water. Just he didn't want to displease his master, the villain Duryodhana. He didn't feed him water. So what did he do? He didn't commit anything sinful. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't kill anybody. But what did he do? He didn't do what was supposed to be done. To feed or to give water to a dying person. Is pleading for water. He didn't do that. So this neutralized, washed away all the good charity Karna had performed all through his life. So now you can see, if you do not perform that duty which you have to do, then that will wash away. That is very sinful. That's what Krishna has told through this verse to Arjuna. So if you just tell it, you will hear and you will forget. When will you take it seriously? When there is an example. That's why I gave you the example of Karna, a tragic death. And how tragic it was? He denied that request of that 18-year-old boy who has been killed deceptively by all the 8 villains. He's pleading, I want water before death. And he refused. He could have easily given. But just to displease, not to displease his master Duryodhana, he refused. He denied the request of the dying man. Now Lord Krishna revealed that this one act act of cruelty. He didn't perform anything bad. He didn't do anything. He was silent. So why was I punished because I didn't do anything? Now could you catch that point? So injustice cancelled out. Krishna is telling Karna's many acts of charity. He added that in a cosmic coincidence. See the karma, how it works out. It was the same puddle of water which he refused to feed this boy, the same puddle of water in the battlefield where Karna's chariot got stuck up and it couldn't move, and he had to get down, and then Arjuna killed him. The same puddle of water was the cause of death of Karna. See the karmic coincidence. It is the same puddle of water which, that pure water which Karna denied the dying Abhimanyu, was the cause of his Karna's chariot wheel got stuck, leading to his death. Okay, now we have learnt one example. Then I will give you another example. What is that? Bhishmacharya. What is the greatness of this person? At the young age, just for his father, he renounced his married life. He told he will remain a bachelor, a brahmachari, all through his life. Why? He sacrificed for the sake of his father. He was so devoted to his father. So he sacrificed his life. Then he got the boon of Ichchamaranatva. What is that? He can die whenever he wanted. Death cannot kill him. He could choose his death. If he wants to die, he will die. Otherwise, he will not. So that was the boon he had got. But in the end, he had to wait for 6 or so many months, hit by thousands of arrows of Arjuna, piercing his body and sleeping on the bed of arrows, oozing out every drop of his blood on the battlefield, seeing all his kith and kin, the whole family for which he stood there unmarried to protect that family, seeing them all dying on the battlefield, he has to die. Why? He was waiting for the auspicious moment, the Uttarayana. Recently, that happened on Makara Sankranti. In India, it was celebrated every year. It is celebrated. It was 14th or 15th of this month. That was Makara Sankranti. He waited because it was the southern moment of the sun. So it had to come to the Uttarayana from Dakshinayana to Makara Rashi. So I've explained that earlier. So now he couldn't die because it was inauspicious, though he could choose his death. So why did this happen? Again somebody asked Krishna, why did this happen? What? He was such a great man. He was the son of Ganga, river Ganga. He was the son of Mother Ganga, who removes the sin of all the people who go and take bath. She will give liberation to the people. Even after your death, the ashes if you pour to Ganga, she will give liberation to them. So he is the son of that great Mother Ganga, and he himself is one of the Ashtavasus, Devatas, small letter G, God, Devata. And such a great man, such a great warrior, but he got such a bad death. Great devotee of Lord Krishna. Why? Krishna tells, because when Draupadi, the helpless wife of the Pandavas, was being disrobed in the public, in the court, by the villains, Duryodhana and his brothers. He was such a great warrior, he could get up, he was the most senior, and slapped those villains. Duryodhana and the people told them, you cannot do that injustice to a woman. He kept quiet. Even though in front of him, Draupadi was being disrobed, told, I cannot decide what to do. He kept quiet, seeing the plight of that woman. So, see, he kept quiet. He didn't commit any positive sin of commission, but he didn't perform his duty. He could have got up, gone there, and because he was a great warrior, nobody could defeat him in war. He could have slapped those Duryodhana and other villains and stopped them doing that injustice to woman Draupadi. Should any scriptures tell you that when the mother Draupadi is being disrobed, it should be stopped? So he didn't do that work. So all his good work were annulled. So this is sin of omission, which is Krishna is telling now. See, now with these examples, it's clear. So if you don't perform your duty properly, don't do your work, that is also sinful, Krishna is telling in this verse. There is also another example of that same Karna. I will give another example that will also, though it is a little extending, it will make it clear. Then what is that to us? Yes, we have to perform our duties properly. That will go deep into our mind. As parents, as whatever business you are doing, or to the nation, paying the taxes, or to take care of your wife, or take care of your husband, take care of your parents, all the duties which you have to do, you have to perform properly. That will go deeper into your mind. That's why I'm giving with examples. What is that? Another example, you know, you do Pitrupaksha. Very, in South Africa mostly I have seen this happening. What is that? You ask them, come to satsang. No, Swamiji, we have some other work. You come to prayer, you come to Havan. No, Swamiji, what is that work? Oh, we have to go to funerals. There's so much in going to funerals that they will cancel all the other things. So, here we do, what is that? Pitrupaksha. Once in a year before Navaratri, the 15 days, you do the, what is that? Offerings, Pinda Pradana to your ancestors. So, at that time, the last day of the Pitrupaksha, just one day before Navaratri starts, it is called Mahalaya Amavasya. That is the no more day. On that day, that will be the last day of Pitrupaksha, you call your ancestors and you feed them. Even during Pitrupaksha, you feed them. So why do you do this on Mahalaya Amavasya? What is the reason? What is it told? Again, Mahabharata and Karna will come into the picture. Now, Karna, after his death, he was going to heaven. He went to heaven. So there, he was given gold. He was given many facilities, but they were not giving him food. He was not getting food. He was getting everything. Then he asked the angels there, why is it you are giving everything to me? Being, you gave gold, you gave so many wealth, money, property, everything, dana, charity, but you didn't give food to your ancestors during the Pitrupaksha. Then he told, oh, I was not aware. The moment I was born, I was put into a box or a cradle, because at that time Kunti, the mother, was not yet married. She had got a boon by Durvasa Muni. One Rishi, Durvasa, had given her boon. By that boon, if you utter the mantra, and you pray to particular god like Vayu, Varuna, Yama or Indra, they will come and give you a son and go away. No, she wanted, out of curiosity, she was a small girl, Kunti, she was a princess. She wanted to test the mantra. She uttered the mantra called Surya Bhagavan. Then Surya Bhagavan came, gave Karna as a baby and went away. Now she is a small girl, unmarried. What will the society tell? So what did she do? Out of fear of the society, she put that into a small cradle and a box like a boat and set it sail in the river and went away out of fear of the society. So that was taken by some charioteer. Then he bought up Karna. Now he doesn't know who his real parents are. So he was not giving food to his ancestors during Pitrupaksha. I do not know who are my parents. So he told, because of that, you are also not getting food in heaven after your death. And what is the remedy? Go back to earth and do that ceremony in which you feed your ancestors. Then you will start getting. Then he came. Yama allowed him to go down to earth on Mahalaya Amavasya, that day during Pitrupaksha. And he came and did that ceremony of inviting his forefathers, 3 generations, both on father's side and mother's side, and fed them, though they are in spirit, not in body. So he invited them ritualistically and fed them. Then he went back again to heaven. Then he started getting food to eat there. That's why we all celebrate Mahalaya Amavasya, on which day, or in Pitrupaksha, we all householders invite your forefathers from your father's side and mother's side, 3 generations, and you feed them. I think you know all that you do during Pitrupaksha. So now you know why it happened. So if you don't do that, again you will not get food when you go to. So this is the story of Mahalaya Amavasya. See, this is sin of omission. He gave so much of charity. So in heaven he was getting gold, money, everything, property. Can you eat gold? Can you eat diamond? No. So Karna's story. So I have told 3 stories. What is sin of omission? So we will go forward now. With that verse, we have come to know about that. I had taken up the next verse also. We will chant that and we will go to the details of that verse. Now we are going to chant the 34th verse in the 2nd chapter. As I told you in the last class, Krishna is trying to Arjuna. First he told from the highest standpoint of Atman, Paramatman, God, Dharmic, religious and everything. Then he is coming down to the next level of the Drishti, the way by which you can, he is telling you will get heaven. This is Papa and Punya, sinful and other things. Then now in this verse, he is still coming down to the worldly plane, Laukika Drishti, practical point of view, perspective. So that is this verse, 34th verse. Shri Krishna is a very great psychologist. So he is not trying on Arjuna just one method. He is trying to make him perform his duty. See, Krishna is not forcing him. Arjuna is never telling Arjuna, I am telling you, you have to do this. No force. He is giving him all the different ways and goading him so that we should do it by our free will. So, what is the first and foremost condition of our spiritual life or religious life. In our Sanatana Dharma in Hinduism, Swami Vivekananda is telling the first and foremost condition of spiritual life or religious life is liberty, freedom. That's why nobody will force you to come to temple. Nobody will force you to come to this Bhagavad Gita lecture. All this you have to do by your free will, voluntarily. If you go to other Semitic religions, they will compulsory, will force you. Then the progress, when it is forced upon you, when you do something which you don't like, the progress will be halted, reduced. When you do anything out of your free will, out of love and interest, then you will go very fast. So the first and foremost condition of spiritual life is liberty, freedom. So Krishna is never forcing Arjuna. I am telling you, I am the Lord, I am the Avatara, you have to do this. Never. No way. After whole of Bhagavad Gita, in the end, Krishna tells Arjuna, I have told whatever has to be told. Now, if you feel that you have to do your duty, do it. That's all. Never forces him. Then he tells, oh, I have lost all my doubt, I have cleared. Yes, now I know I have to perform my duty, and he will do it out of his free will. So, see now how nicely he is coaxing. This we should learn when we are teaching our younger generation, children. So, you should not force anything. Only at the extreme end you may punish them and do something. But Sama, Dana, Danda, Veda. It's very nicely how Krishna, first he told about God and the higher things. Then he's coming to the next level. Arjuna was not convinced, coming to another level. Now he is coming to the most practical level. This verse you will see, he will give him anybody, even or from the analytical or logical point of view, Krishna is telling, even in this way you have to perform your duty. You should not be idle, you should never run away, you should not be an escapist. Nowhere Krishna is telling that you can go to Himalayan caves and meditate and give up your duty. No, you have to perform your duty. Now, let us see what Lord Krishna is telling here. 34th verse. Akirtim chapi bhutani katayishyanti te vyayam sambhavitasya chakirtim maranadatirichyate. So that is the 34th verse. Let us chant it, learn to chant it. So Lord Krishna is telling it, so it is Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Om Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Akirtim chapi bhutani. Akirtim chapi bhutani. Katayishyanti te vyayam. Katayishyanti te vyayam. Sambhavitasya chakirtim. Sambhavitasya chakirtim. Maranadatirichyate. Maranadatirichyate. So that is the way to chant this verse. The blessed Lord said, that is Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Now we will take you through the word by word meaning, because you can also know some Sanskrit. Apicha, moreover, bhutani. Bhutani literal meaning is living beings. But here, all the people of this world, people, katayishyanti, will impute te, your, avyayam, akirtim, permanent infamy, ill repute, sambhavitasya, for a person who has been honored, akirtihi, infamy or ill repute, is worst, atirichyate, is worst. What is worst? Maranat, than death. That is the word-to-word meaning. Moreover, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna from the very ordinary point of view. Moreover, people will start talking bad about you, Arjuna, if you don't do your duty as a warrior. If you run away, see, just like a dog, when it gets afraid, what will it do? It will keep its tail in between the two hind legs and it will run away. So like that, this fellow Arjuna, we thought he was a great warrior, he ran away. People will start criticizing you. So, infamy, ill repute is worse than death. See, after 30,000 years we are sitting now and discussing about Arjuna. Now if Arjuna had not performed his duty and ran away, we would have been mocking at him now, even now. So how bad it is. So Krishna is trying to convince him in so many ways. So see, the psychological way of convincing your children, the younger generation, if they don't do their duties and other things, be careful. Should not force them. See, other peoples will talk ill of you. What will the society think of you? See how nicely Krishna is showing us how to convince our younger generation. Psychological way. He knows the psychology. So how is treating Arjuna? We have to learn all these things. It will be very helpful for us. Moreover, Arjuna, people will impute permanent infamy to you. For a person who has been honored, infamy, ill repute is worse than death. So when we come to know that we will get bad name and people will talk ill of us, then we will immediately start doing something. We become active. I told the example last time. What is that? Once in a city in America where we tell the best civilized people are living, USA, all are aspiring because the best law, the best thing is there. Due to some reason, there was electricity failure. So because there was no electricity, the CCTV cameras were not working. There was no light. The best clad people, dignified with all the best scent and makeup, looking so good, started stealing everything. The market stealing. Everything was looted. The mall was looted. All the best decent person. Why? Camera is not working. No electricity. So the externally you were gentlemen, ladies, but no CCTV, nobody is watching. You will not get bad name. So start stealing. So only society, ill fame is stopping them from doing those things. The moment nobody is watching, then we will be different people. Our behavior will be different. That's why Vivekananda tells, if you want to know the greatness of a person, do not look to his greatness in his great deeds. You can understand the greatness of a person in the way he does small deeds when nobody is watching him. The reality of that person, you can understand what his true nature is when he performs bigger deeds, when all people, thousands of people are watching him. Then to please them, he will do wonderful deeds. But when nobody is watching you, how do you do your small work? By that you can see how great that person is. If you go to the house see the veranda, see where people sit and showcase and other things. Beautiful. If you want to see how the real people are, go and check their toilet. Go and check how they have kept their bathroom, or where nobody goes, and see. Then you will see what their true nature is. When people are watching, oh, everybody is a hero. 100 people are watching you, you will do all heroic deeds. When nobody is watching you, what's your nature? That is your true nature. So that is what you can see here. So people are very afraid of society. Then they will do all these things. See how nicely Krishna is doing Bheda. You will get bad name. You have to perform your duty properly. So after having the philosophical weave, now Krishna is coming to the next aspect. First about Atman, God, and Paramatman and all that thing, very nicely explained. But Rajasic natured Arjuna, warrior by nature, he couldn't be convinced. So next he came to the ethical view. From spiritual he came down to the ethical view. Now Krishna in this verse is coming further down to the Laukika Drishti, empirical, pragmatic, worldly angle. So again and again you will see, if the students, while they are studying, going through the process of education, they will be getting marks, and if they get less marks, see, they will be in depression. Why? What will others think of me? What will happen? In India we have seen, during the result of 10th grade or 12th grade, there will be a lot of policemen standing near rivers, wells, lakes and railway tracks. Why? Because of the failure and other things, they will go and commit suicide. Why? They have got less marks. Why? They cannot face infamy. They cannot face ill repute. So every time there will be result of 10th grade and the 12th grade, because they are young boys. After once you grow up and you get this thing, they are not bothered how many times they fail. Oh, next time, anytime supplementary will come, we will pass at that time, nothing to worry. But people, most of them, they care for what will other people think. They are not bothered about that I have to put in the effort and work, but they are only bothered about what will other people think of me. That's why Vivekananda tells, we waste, all of us, waste 80% of our energy in showing to the world what we are not. All of us are wasting 80% of our energy just to show off to the world what we are not. Present psychology corroborates this statement. But Vivekananda goes a little further and tells, if you had used half of that energy, we are wasting 80% of that energy, even if we had spent half of that energy to become what we wanted to be, then we would have become successful in our life very quickly. See, instead of committing suicide or running here and there when you get less marks, you want to show off to the world that I have got great marks, more marks. Instead of aspiring for the result only, if you had put half of that energy to studying properly, you would have earned a lot. So that is what you can see here. People are always more concerned about what the world will think, what others will think of me. So using this weakness of ours, Lord Krishna is giving us, do your work properly, otherwise you will get ill fame, be careful. So now we have studied about these two verses. I will take you to the wonderful thing of Vivekananda very scientifically and logically is telling about duty. Last time I have taken through so many things, so many aspects, beautiful thing. We will continue with that. In his Karma Yoga, Swami Vivekananda has told about what is duty. This whole chapter is about duty. Swadharma. Here Krishna told about Swadharma, my duty. So I had already given you some introduction about that. Further, I will recapitulate a little. Then I will go whatever Vivekananda in the last session he had told. There is, however, only one idea of duty which has been universally accepted by all mankind of all ages and sects and countries, that has been summed up in a Sanskrit aphorism: do not injure any living being. Ahimsa. But before that, Swami Vivekananda told that a very important thing. And what is that? Any action that makes you go Godward is a good action, which takes your mind to a higher level. That is good action, punya. And that is our duty. And any action that makes us go downwards is evil, and that is not our duty. So very scientifically, logically, he has given the definition of duty. When we do something, if it raises our mind to satisfaction and our conscience feels happy, then do that. That is your duty. Godward turn, high turn. If that gives you guilt conscience, if any duty, when you perform something, you feel that, oh, I've done a wrong thing, your conscience is telling, it is not taking you Godward, upward, it is giving you guilt conscience, taking your mind lower, then know for certain that is bad action, that is not your duty. So that was the beautiful definition. But he has to give some more explanation for us to make it understand better. It is therefore our duty, says Swami Vivekananda, to do that work which will exalt and ennoble us in accordance with the ideals and activities of the society in which we are born. But it must be particularly remembered that the same ideals and activities do not prevail in all societies and countries. Our ignorance of this is the main cause of much of our hatred. Why do we hate somebody? Why do we hate some other country? It is because of this. What is that? Vivekananda is so nicely telling. It must be particularly remembered that the same ideals and activities do not prevail in all the societies and countries. Our ignorance, not knowing that of this, is the main cause of much of the hatred of one nation towards another nation, one society to another society, one religion to another religion. Now, he gives his own personal example. Vivekananda, what is that? An American thinks that whatever an American does in accordance with the custom of his country is the best thing to do, and that whoever does not follow his custom must be a very wicked man. An Indian or a Hindu thinks that his customs are the only right ones and are the best in the world, and that whosoever does not obey them must be the most wicked man living. This is quite a natural mistake which all of us are apt to make, but it is very harmful. It is the cause of half the uncharitableness found in the world. When I came to America, Vivekananda is telling, when I came to this country and was going through the Chicago Fair, a man from behind pulled at my turban. He pulled my turban. For no reason, he pulled my turban. I looked back and saw that he was a very gentlemanly looking man, neatly dressed. I spoke to him, and when he found that I knew English, he became very much abashed. On another occasion, in the same fair, another man gave me a push with his elbow. When I asked him the reason, he also was ashamed and stammered out an apology saying, "Why do you dress that way?" The sympathies of these men were limited within the range of their own language and their own dress and their own fashion of dress. So that's why many a place Vivekananda told, in your country, to the Americans, to the Westerners, in your country, a tailor makes you a gentleman. In our country, it's in India, in Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, character makes us a gentleman. In the West, if you are dressed very well, the best suit and hat and this thing, then they call him a gentleman. Inside, we do not know what he is. But the true gentlemanliness is his character. So what a beautiful way Swami Vivekananda puts it. In your country, the tailor makes you a gentleman. But in our country, it's the character that makes you a gentleman. So here, he's making that point clear. He's telling the sympathies of these men were limited within the range of their own language and their fashion of dress. So much of the oppression of powerful nations and weaker ones is caused by this prejudice. It dries up their fellow feeling for fellow men. That very man who asked me why I did not dress as he did and wanted to ill-treat me because of my dress may have been a very good man, a very good father, a very good citizen, but the kindliness of his nature died out as soon as he saw a man in a different dress, in a different color, a different culture. Strangers are exploited in all countries because they do not know how to defend themselves. Thus, they carry home false impression of the people they have seen. Sailors, soldiers and traders behave in foreign land in a very queer ways, although they would not dream of doing so in their own country, in their own home. Perhaps this is why Chinese call Europeans and Americans foreign devils. They could not have done this if they had met the good and kindly side of the Western life. Therefore, now he makes conclusion about the duty again. Therefore, the one point we ought to remember is that we should always try to see the duty of others through their own eyes and never judge the customs of other people by our own standard. So, coming to the duty, so nicely Vivekananda is summing up. So what is that? Therefore, the one point we ought to remember is that we should always try to see the duty of others through their own eyes and never judge the customs of other people by my standard, by our own standard. I am not the standard of the universe. I have to accommodate myself to the world and not the world to me. So we see that environments changes the nature of our duties, and doing the duty which is ours of any particular time is the best thing we can do in this world. See, we got a very logical, a very scientific explanation of duty. What is it? I'm not the standard of the universe. I have to accommodate myself to the world and not the world to me. So we see that environments change the nature of our duties. And so what is my duty? And doing the duty which is ours at any particular time is the best thing we can do in this world. Let us do that duty which is ours by birth. And when we have done that, let us do the duty which is ours by our position in life and in society. There is, however, one great danger in human nature, that is, that man never examines himself. He thinks he is quite as fit to be on the throne as the king. Even if he is, he must first show that he has done the duty of his own position, and then higher duties will come to him. When we begin to work earnestly in the world, nature gives us blows right and left, and soon enables us to find our own position. No man can long occupy satisfactorily a position for which he is not fit. So that's why before aspiring to be a king, perfect yourself to become a servant. Before becoming a king, learn to do the duty of the servant. Then you can become a perfect king. So don't try to imitate somebody else's duty. Whatever duty it has come to you by birth, by your position, do that properly. Then the nature will raise you to the next state of duty. Then do that properly, then you will go to higher and higher. Then you will get perfect freedom. Liberation, that is liberation. What beautiful scientific, logical way Swami Vivekananda is explaining about our duty. That is Swadharma. So in the last line, did you notice it again? What is that? By our position of life in the society, let us do that duty which is ours by birth. And when we have done that, let us do the duty which is ours by our position in life and in society. So that is the way we have to perform our duty. Finally, with one example again from the Mahabharata, I will close my discussion on Bhagavad Gita for today. What is that? In Mahabharata, there was one butcher. He was called Dharma Vyadha. Just like we have Bhagavad Gita, the song of the divine given by Lord Krishna, we think that there is only one Gita. There are nearly 40 or 50 Gitas in our scriptures. There is Vyada Gita, there is Uddhava Gita, there is Anu Gita, there is Ashtavakra Gita, like that. There are so many. The best and the highest is Bhagavad Gita, which we know. There are so many Gitas. One of them in Mahabharata itself, which Bhagavad Gita is also in the Mahabharata. One more Gita is there in Mahabharata, that is Vyadha Gita. Who is Vyada? A butcher or a hunter is a Vyadha. So he has given very high state of teaching of the Atman and the Paramatman and God and everything. So his statement has been recorded as Vyadha Gita, butcher's Gita. It is Bhagavad Gita, that is butcher's Gita. How did the butcher who cuts meat, who kills animal, and realized God, and he has given teachings of the highest state of Atman and Paramatman, and that has become a lesson for us, everybody to learn. So Vivekananda gives this example. It tells that butcher tells the great yogi who did tapasya for 12 years, I realized God, I realized truth, I realized the highest, not going to the forest and doing tapasya, sitting in the caves, but by doing my duty which came to me by birth. I didn't choose that I will be born in this family of butcher. I didn't choose. I was born in the family of butcher. So I thought this is the work which I have to do. This is my duty by birth. So I took up the work of butchery. I didn't choose to become a butcher. I was born. My father taught me this. So I started performing the work of duty of butcher, cutting meat, killing animals and serving that to the people who eat meat, seeing God in all the people, the customers who come, not only for the sake of money, but seeing the Lord and doing this work as a work of the Lord. Even the act of butchery, I did it offering to the God, and by this doing my duty perfectly, nicely as an offering to the God, I got this highest state of spirituality. So any work for that sake is neither good nor bad. Any work is neither good nor bad. It will give you neither papa or punya, nor merit or sin, but the attitude with which you do makes it good or bad. So it's not the work by itself which is good or bad, but the attitude with which you do makes that work good or bad, papa or punya. So that Vyadha became a realized soul by doing his duty by birth as a butcher. He got the highest God realization. So whatever duty you are performing, do that as an offering to God, to serve others. Then whatever work you are doing is a business, or you are a doctor, or you are a lawyer, or you are a teacher, that itself will take you to a very high position. That is what Krishna is doing. Need not go to the battlefield taking a sword and killing. No, that was only for Arjuna because he was a warrior. For all of us, what is the lesson? Whatever duty you are doing with great care and dedication as an offering to the Lord, to serve all the people and make them happy, serve the society and country, that itself will elevate you to God realization, higher state. So now there was one temple construction going on, and there were so many sculptors sculpting. So one press reporter came to that spot. He went to one of the sculptor and asked, "What are you doing? Don't you have eyes? Can't you see? I have a chisel, I have a hammer, I'm chiseling the stones. Should you ask me for that? Who called you a press reporter? I'm cutting stones. Can't you see it?" That was the reply. Went to the next sculptor. "What are you doing?" "My dear sir, I have a family. I have to take care of my family. I can't go stealing and doing something wrong things. So I know this work of sculpting. So I am sculpting the pillars and other deities figure here to earn some money to take care of my family in the right direction." Very good. Next person. "What are you doing?" "Oh, some great person is building a beautiful temple. In future, thousands of people will come here. They will meditate. They will get peace of mind. So I am doing my service to the Lord. In serving all those people, I am constructing a wonderful temple, a center of meditation for all the people to come." All the three people were doing the same work of sculpting. But see the attitude. One was, "Can't you see? I am cutting stones." See the attitude. "Don't you have eyes? I'm cutting stones. What am I to do?" Attitude. Next person, "Sir, what can I do? I have to take care of my family. That's my duty. I can't go to do my stealing or something and earn money by wrong means. This is the thing which I know. I'm doing this." Little better attitude. What is the finest? "Oh, I'm constructing a temple He's working there for money. But see the attitude. I'm building a temple for thousands of people in future who are going to come. All the 3 people were working for money. But the attitude made the difference. So whatever work you are doing, whatever minimum, even cooking, sweeping, mopping, whatever, do it as an offering to God, as a service to the people, to make hundreds of people happy. Then you see that very small work will elevate you to higher spiritual life. That is what Lord Krishna is teaching you. That is duty. So we will have this in our mind. From this Bhagavad Gita class, when we hear, this should change our life. We should not forget all these things and go back to our old nature. Punarmushiko bhava. This should change our life. See, every verse of this Bhagavad Gita is fit for meditation, and that can change our attitude, change our thought, and our life can improve. That's what we are studying Bhagavad Gita. We have to exchange this idea to our children, to other people, so that they can also change, understand it, and spread it, and see the joy you can get, see the change in your life. Now we shall conclude with one of the meditation verses of Bhagavad Gita. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. The meaning of this last verse can be understood from different contexts. For today's context, how can we change our attitude and do all the small works? It's very difficult, it's almost impossible. No, this last verse, meditation verse, is telling Mukam Karoti Vachalam. Even a dumb fellow who can't even talk, he can be transformed into a great orator. Vachali means talkative person or a great orator. Pangum means lame person who doesn't have even legs. Langhayate girim can be made to jump a big mountain. He can't even walk, he doesn't have legs. What is that miraculous act? It's impossible. Yes, it can be made possible. Yat kripa par tamaham vande. If you have the grace of the Lord, impossible can be made possible. So whatever we studied now, to change our attitude, don't think it is impossible. It can be possible if you have the grace of the Lord. That is the meaning of this verse. Thank you.